I'm going to do something simple today, and I say simple because it's been warm here, too warm to cook. So I did the prep work in the evening when it was cool. Today all I have to do is the assembly. This is Tuscan beans and sausage. So let's make this Italian dish. I've got a large saucepan over a medium-low heat. I'm going to simmer the sausages. So I'm going to put a couple tablespoons, 3 tablespoons maybe, of olive oil in there. This is cooking olive oil. It's not extra virgin olive oil. And then what I have here is 4 Italian sausages. These are sausages that I made myself. I like to make sausages. They're fun. So I'm going to put those in the heat, in the oil. And I want to simmer those for about 15 minutes, turning them often to let them cook evenly. These have been going about 20 minutes because when I tested them with a digital thermometer, they weren't quite done yet. You want to get them cooked all the way through, so they should be up to about 160 degrees Fahrenheit, which is 160 degrees Fahrenheit is 71 Celsius. That's 159 right now. There it is, 160. So that's done. And I turned up the heat a little bit because I wanted to get them nicely browned. Okay, I'm going to add the garlic. I have here 4 garlic cloves that I'm going to crush in there. I have my garlic cloves in there. And then I've got 6 sage leaves from my herb plants outside. The original directions didn't say to chop them up or anything, so I'm just going to put them in there whole and see what that does. And I want to cook this for 2 to 3 minutes. So these now have been cooking now for 2 to 3 minutes. I reduced the heat back down to a simmer. It was at a medium-low. I had raised it to brown the sausages. What I have here is 1 pound of very ripe tomatoes. And by very ripe, that's what the recipe calls for. But these are also tomatoes from my own tomato plants. And I leave them on there until they're practically falling off so that they will be very ripe. And I want to just simmer these tomatoes, to cook them 3 to 5 minutes. This is looking good. Now, what I have here is 4 cups of cooked cannellini beans. These were started dry. I soaked these yesterday for 8 hours, cooked them last night, and then put them in the refrigerator. By weight, that is about 1 pound, 10 ounces, or 737 grams. Going to gently stir those in. They're tender beans, so you want to be careful not to break them up. And again, those are simmering over low heat, and I'm going to let that cook for about 15 minutes. Just turn the heat off under it. I need to test it for salt and pepper, so out comes the infamous red-handled tasting spoon. That'll be hot. Definitely need some salt. So I'm going to put a good pinch of salt in there, and then grind some black pepper in. Give that a stir. And again, a little taste for salt. Spoon has already been in my mouth, so I don't want to put it back in the pot, although I'm the only one who's going to be eating this food. That is absolutely delicious. So I'm going to put the lid back on this. I've got the heat off. And I'm going to let that sit for about, I don't know, 5 minutes or so. I'm ready to plate my Tuscan beans and sausages. And probably take the sage leaves out. Oh, delicious, delicious, delicious. And then get one of my sausages in there. A little bit more. Make it look nice. So there it is. Tuscan beans and sausage. Oh, this looks so good. I love cannellini beans anyways. And I have more left over, so I'm going to be making some pasta fagioli later. That is so good. Oh, that is good. Taste my sausage here. Really tender. Okay. I'm going to put a cover on this, and then when I meet with my friend in about 20 minutes, I'll have my lunch to eat with him.